If phones saw superheroes, the Xperia 5 Mark IV would probably be Tony Stark but without all the media attention, for better or for worse. This is a phone for tech nerds, but to be fair to Sony, the company has tried to make some to the features more accessible and easier to use for the regular Joe. You know, the person who doesn't need to hop in an Iron Man suit on a daily basis. The camera system on the back of the Xperia 5 Mark IV consists of 3 lenses with 3 sensors underneath. Gone is the periscope variable zoom lens from the previous model, and in its place we find a regular 60mm zoom lens. Now the logic behind this has to do with the physical size of the phone and the bigger battery, at least on paper. On the other hand, the Xperia 5 Mark III is just 1mm wider and another millimeter taller than its successor. It's mainly down to the bigger battery than 500 mAh more is substantial upgrade. Don't get me wrong, I take battery upgrades very positively. To me, it is the most important quality of life improvement in any smartphone. The thing is, this new 60mm camera is not spectacular, it's not bad, just a downgrade compared to the 70mm to 105mm variable zoom system in the previous model. Sony keeps using focal length when describing its camera systems, which will make photography enthusiasts happy. The main camera is a 24mm lens with an aperture of 1.7 and a 12MP 1x1.7-inch sensor underneath and optical image stabilization on board. The ultra-wide camera is a 16mm and 2.2 aperture, 12MP, and a smaller sensor 1x2.5-inch. All bells and whistles from the alpha department are here, with some extras on top. You have real-time eye tracking, autofocus on all lenses, object tracking. You can spend all day talking about different aspects of the Photo Pro app or Cinema Pro, Videography Pro, the whole professional suite that Sony is so proud of. And in all honesty, if there's a brand that deserves the Pro moniker on its phones, it's Sony. Thing is, very few people would have the patience and dedication needed to go through all these details when taking shots. Hardcore photography enthusiasts, semi or professional vloggers, etc., normal people would prefer to click on the amazing double action shutter button. I can't believe only Sony is doing it, must be patented, and get a great picture. Sony knows all this, and even though Photography Pro is the default camera software, it launches in basic mode and gives you a trimmed down experience while keeping all the professional and cool stuff happening in the background. Actually, every time your Xperia 5 IV screen locks up, the camera defaults back to this basic mode, even if you have just set up your perfect manual shot. I was doing it to complain about the approach, but there's an option in the camera menu to use the last setting used. And there you have it, the unmistakable Sony experience. It's radically different from anything you have seen if you have never tried an Xperia phone before. That is, this is a superhero undercover, ready to swap its tuxedo for a Superman costume and save the day. You just have to know which buttons to press. The Xperia 5 Mark IV is a great phone for Sony fans, professional and semi-professional content creators, and people who like to go against the grain. If you are feeling adventurous or you want to switch your phone experience to something new and fresh, the Xperia 5 Mark IV can do this for you, but at a price, a 4-digit price to be exact.